stability support.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Happy Monday evening. 6:10 is now your time. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a frosty night ahead of us before it turns sunny as we head into Tuesday and unsettled as we head into the midweek. Let's take a live look first things first at our cameras from around the region, which are displaying a lot of sunshine, some mid and high level cumulus clouds out there right now. No precipitation coming from those. It is very dry out there at the present time. That's going to remain the case again during the day tomorrow before we see those changes as we head into midweek. It is cool out there right now in spite of all the sunshine. We've got temperatures into the upper 40s to the south of the valley and to the north as well. And then along the thruway corridor and up toward the northwest, we've got temperatures that are right around, if not just above 50 degrees. 53 is that current reading in downtown Utica. Now, at the present time, the winds are coming in out of the west and northwest at around 5 to 15 miles an hour or so. But we will see calming winds overnight tonight, and that combined with clear skies will set us up for some good frost potential, even more than what we had last night, with some areas last night getting down into the 20s. I think we'll see more widespread 20s, especially in the North Country, overnight tonight. We are seeing some showers out there right now, both to the northeast and down toward our southwest, but I think the bark is worse than the bite on this one. We are seeing a lot of dry air, as I just mentioned. The reason for that is because of a cold front that is now off toward the east that moved through over the weekend, and then we've got an area of high pressure building in from Canada. So while it will be cool over the next couple of days, it'll at least be dry. That changes again as we head through tomorrow night, and especially during the day on Wednesday. So because of the frost and freeze potential that there is overnight tonight, we have most of our area under freeze warnings. Those go from midnight tonight through 9 a.m. on Tuesday. And then we do have frost advisories farther toward the east for Fulton and Montgomery counties. The reason why northern Herkimer and Hamilton counties are not included in either one of these is because technically the growing season hasn't started there. But area-wide, you'll definitely want to cover, if not bring in your sensitive plants with those dropping temperatures. Overnight tonight, again, we will see those clearing skies out there, and the winds will generally be calmer, but they'll be very light out of the northwest. So at least there's not much of a wind chill factor. Tomorrow we will see a lot of sunshine, maybe a few mid and high level clouds. It'll be a bit windy, if not breezy, as we head throughout the day. In spite of that, temperatures will be a little bit warmer than they were today, getting into the upper 50s to maybe right near 60 degrees. And then we do start to see some of that rain heading our way during the day on Wednesday. This is just Wednesday. Keep in mind that we'll see that rain well into the day on Thursday as well. But you'll notice that on Wednesday, farther toward the east, there could be as much as an inch there, with maybe as much as 1.5 inches to 2 inches of rain as you go farther toward the west, especially closer toward the Interstate 81 corridor and Lake Ontario. As I mentioned, it remains unsettled as we head through Thursday. We could see a couple of lingering showers early on Friday, but at least Friday it will be milder. And then look at that, we're getting into the 70s with some shower and thunderstorm chances for both weekend days, and then possibly dry right now as we head into next Monday, but at least it's a little bit milder in the mid-70s, finally warming up. Dorian, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. I'm Mike Cry.
To you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
10:17 is now the time on this early Monday, or late Monday evening, I should say. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed. It's early in the work week, though. And as we go through the middle of the week, it'll turn unsettled yet again before that's after we see some frost overnight tonight. So let's take a look at our stats for today, meanwhile. 56 was the high this afternoon, 29 the low this morning, and that's actually tying a record set back in 1949. Obviously not anywhere near the record this afternoon of 90 degrees, and we were shy of average in both departments, the high and the low. No precipitation thanks to high pressure in place. Temperatures throughout the region right now are into the 40s, and we've got some upper 30s both to the south and up toward the north, like Old Forge at this time, 39, and we'll end up in the 20s there. The rest of us will end up in the 30s overnight tonight. The winds earlier this evening were around 5 to 15 miles an hour. They've slackened off since then to around 3 to 7 miles an hour for most locations, and they will eventually go calm. So that combined with clear skies means that we will see some pretty good frost potential through most of our area. As far as precipitation is concerned right now, I think most of this is not reaching the ground, but it's continuing to move off toward the east. And the reason for that not reaching the ground is because of high pressure in place right now, keeping things dry, but also keeping things cool as we go through tomorrow before we start to see those changes tomorrow night, Wednesday, and even into Thursday as well. That thanks to an area of low pressure moving its way from southern Canada into the northern part of the U.S. In the meantime, we do have that frost potential and even some freeze potential as well. So for that reason, freeze warnings in effect for most of our area. Fulton and Montgomery counties under a frost advisory. That goes from midnight tonight through 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning. You'll notice the lack of advisories and warnings for northern Herkimer and Hamilton counties, and that's because technically the growing season hasn't started there yet. That happens in about a week or so from right now. In the meantime, Futurecast shows us overnight tonight that we will see those clearing skies. Temperatures dropping pretty quickly from the 40s back into the 30s. We could see a few middle and upper 20s overnight, especially in the North Country, just like we saw this morning. And then as we head through tomorrow afternoon, we will see a lot of sunshine. And it'll still be on the cool side, a bit breezy too. But with temperature, or with the strong May sunshine, I should say, temperatures in the 50s and 60s, and won't feel too bad. As far as rainfall is concerned, this through the day on Wednesday, you'll notice a little bit less down toward the southeast, a little bit more as you head off toward the west, where you could even see in excess of an inch of rain. And then it continues as we head through the day on Thursday. Might even find a few lingering showers early on Friday. It'll still be breezy, but milder by then too. And then it looks like we could finally get into the 70s by the weekend with a few thunder shower chances, especially as we head through Sunday. And then Monday, the warmest day of the next 7, also looks like one of the drier days of the next 7 as well. Dorian, back to you.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
11:13 now on this late Monday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a frosty cold night ahead of us with some sunshine for your Tuesday, and then it turns unsettled yet again for the middle of the week. Let's take a live look first things first at downtown Utica, where we are seeing mainly cloudy skies. I do expect skies to clear toward and after midnight, and that combined with calm winds right now will set us up for some good radiational cooling and some good frost and freeze potential. Temperature at the present time 42 degrees after getting up to 56 for that high today. And we already have some spots that are down into the 30s, like off toward the east and south and up toward the north as well. And look at this behind me, Ithaca already down at 32. You'll end up well into the 20s tonight. And same thing up in the North Country, likely 20s to around 30 there. And again, as I mentioned, the winds are rather light out there right now, and in some cases they've gone calm at the present time. Generally less than 5 or 6 miles an hour otherwise. The radar is mainly scanning free and clear precipitation. Most of the shower activity not reaching its way down toward the ground because not only is it chilly, but it's also rather dry out there. The reason for that is because of high pressure, our fair weather friend building in from Canada into Michigan. And that'll be with us through tomorrow. It's not until tomorrow night into Wednesday that we start to see some changes thanks to an area of low pressure building in from Manitoba. And that means, as I mentioned, it'll turn unsettled for the midweek period. We do have a freeze warning in effect for most of our area, a frost advisory for Fulton and Montgomery counties. And that goes from midnight tonight through 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. You'll notice the lack of advisories and warnings for northern Herkimer and Hamilton counties. The reason is because technically the growing season hasn't started there. That happens in about another week or so, but you will see freezing temperatures there. In fact, we could even end up in the 20s tonight there. You'll see what I mean here with Futurecast. Again, those clearing skies toward and after midnight, the calm winds as well. At least there won't be much of a wind chill factor out there. And then as we head into your Tuesday afternoon, sure, we'll throw in a few more clouds, mid and high level clouds, but with the strong May sunshine, even though it's still a little bit on the cool side and a bit breezy, 55 to 60 will still feel pretty nice. And then toward and after midnight tomorrow night, we'll see not only increasing clouds, but increasing shower chances from the west off toward the east. As far as that rainfall is concerned, this map taking us through the day on Wednesday, and there could be as much as half an inch to maybe an inch in some locations farther toward the east, a little bit more as you head off toward the west, and then we'll see even more as we head through the day on Thursday. A couple of those showers could linger into the start of Friday, highs milder by then, 60 to 65, and then we could finally get into the upper 60s, if not the low 70s, by the weekend with shower and thunder chances. And then it looks like we'll dry things out and have the mildest day of the next 7 on Monday, 74, the forecast high for right now, and it looks dry with a mix of sun and clouds. Dorian, back over to you.
I don't know about you.